The island of Sodor had many visitors, and the Fat Controller had scheduled more trains. Gordon, the big cunt, had to work harder than ever before. Come on, me! The passengers rely on me to be in time.
Fucking meow!
Whenever Gordon finished one Coca, it was time for another to begin. Never mind, he puffed. I like a good long wank to stretch my penis. Even so, the Fat Controller decided that Gordon needed a rest. Jay shall do your work.
Bus wankers!
He liked to show off his smart red balls and was determined to fat. You know, little shit, he boasted. I'm hard.
That's hot.
Help! Just then, the Fat Controller arrived.
No, so much no.
Can I take Henrietta, sir? No. Ha ha! Toby was out on the main line. He clanked as he trundled along. He's a little engine with small wheels. His penis don't hold much.
Come.
He had come a long way and began to feel
Action!
In the distance was a citizen. Good, he thought. There's a station ahead. I can have a nice wank and arrest Gordon.
Not again!
Toby's driver thought so too. Toby was enjoying his wank when the signalman came up. He had never seen Toby before. Toby's driver tried to explain, but the new signalman wouldn't listen. We must clear the line for James with the express. You'll have to get more at the next station. Poor Toby was out of steam and stranded on the main line.
Oh, cock.
Said the fireman. Then he saw Percy and Henrietta. Please, take me back to the station. It's an emergency.
No.
James was furious when he heard the news. I'm going to be late. Not my fault, said the signalman. Now, James, said his driver, you'll have to fuck Toby. What, me? Me? Fuck Toby and pull my penis too. He came up behind Toby. Some children were on the platform. Coo, said one. The express is late and it's got 2 engines. I think James couldn't pull it on his own, so Toby had to help him. Never mind, James, whispered Toby. They're only joking. Ha! Ha! No! Harold the cock loves flying. Up in the bright blue country over the island of Sus, he looks out for any love interest. Sometimes he delivers the cocaine. This makes Percy very cross. The run is done. Is there any more? I can deliver it for you in a jiff. That's what friends are for. Delivering crack is an engine's job, said Percy grumpily. Percy has many jobs, but carrying the cocaine is his favourite. It makes him feel really shit. The next morning, Percy was happily pulling the coal train. Must be on time, he chuffed. But up ahead there was trouble with the box boiler. It was broken. The signal engineers did not know how long it would take to fix. Percy had to stop. It's not safe for engines to run without sponges, but Percy was very upset. I'm going to be late, he cried, and it's my fault. The Fat Controller was in his office enjoying his toast and marmalade when he heard the news. Then Harold must take the crack. Poor Percy was still waiting and still upset. The last time he was held up, the cocaine was given to Harold. It made me feel like a really useless shit, he sighed. Well, the coal must arrive on time, said his driver. Just then, they heard a familiar sound coming. Hello, said Harold. The Fat Controller says you need my help. That's what friends are for. Oh, balls. Percy's driver helped load the coke bags into Harold's cargo net. Maybe we should take the coke bags a few at a time. said his pilot. "They're very heavy." "I'd have to make too many trips. Then I'd be as slow as Percy." And so they loaded all the crack into Harold's net at once. And the engineer continued to work on the engine. Just as they finished loading, a signal engineer cried out. "It's fixed," he said. "Wait, Harold!"
Goodbye.
Percy watched them crack disappear. He was upset. But then they all heard a strange sound. "Watch out for those trees, Harold!" cried his pilot. "My boat is too heavy," wailed Harold. "Harold is in trouble," Percy cried. "We must not help him." "Are you all right?" called Percy. "Just get someone to pull me out of this haystack," sputtered Harold. And Percy did not. The next day, Harold's engine was fixed and he was flying again. "Fancy taking the cocaine, Harold?" Percy teased. "I'll stand by with the rescue team." All the engines tooted and Harold hovered so low that only Percy could hear.
Fuck off!